Shalom. All praises go to the Most High Yahweh. Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem the Rakadash, down on the son to the elder apostles at Great Millstone for the teachings of the scriptures among other things. Shalom to the sincere Akim across the world. Now, you're probably going to be confused by the title that I put. Or I could have just called it King David kills the Geshurites, but chills around with the Geshurites. That would have been kind of confusing too, but let me just read these scriptures. 1 Samuel chapter 27 verse, I start at 5. And David said unto Achish, which was the king of Gath, a Canaanite, by the way. If I have found, because King David had a beef with what you call him again, ex-King Saul. He had troubles with him. King Saul wanted to kill him, murder him actually, off of jealousy, and an evil spirit was on him. If I have now found grace in thine eyes, let them give me a place in some town in the country, that I may dwell there. For why should thou, servant David, dwell in the royal city with thee? Because he was trying to be humble, not trying, he was humble. Being humble, because he sought refuge in, well, let me read for it. And it was told Saul that David was fled to Gath, and he sought no more again for him, because Saul didn't want to fight Gath. He wanted to fight David, because he had that hatred. Now it says, let them give me a place in some town in the country, that I may dwell there. For why should thy servant dwell in the royal city with thee? And Achish gave him Ziklag that day. Wherefore Ziklag pertaineth unto the kings of Judah unto this day. And where is Ziklag? Ziklag is here. Here is Ziklag, which is close to Philistia. Philistia, where the Philistines are. Right. And if you double check Philistines, then you will see that the Philistines are actually not Canaanites, because you can see it here. Where did I put it? Wait. No. Wait. Genesis chapter 10. Genesis 10. Gen 10. 15 if I'm correct. Yeah, here. And Canaan begat, no, 14. Which is coming on from 13. And Mizraim begat Ludim and Anamim and Lehabim and Nathu him. Okay. And Pathrusim and Kasluhim. Okay. Out of whom came Philistim and Kaptorim. Okay. Anyway, I wanted this one. Yes, this one. Kasluhim, which is Hebrew 3495. Kasalahathiam. Yeah, Kasalahathiam. So, 45. A people or tribe descendant from Mizraim, so-called Egypt, progenitors of the Philistines and Kaphthorim. But that's another one actually. They was in that region also. They was here also, but here they're the Cretians. These Kaphorim people are the Cretians, right? And Cretians are the inhabitants of Kaphtor, as distinct from the Philistines. So they know that they're not the same, but they still put it here as if it's the same. Oh, sorry, here. As if it's the same people, because it's not. It's not the progenitors of the Philistines. It's actually the progenitors of themselves, the Cretes, which is here. Wait. Right, so let me check here. Now this is the Cretes. Phoenix was there also. That's the name. The place was named Phoenix. You know, by the Greeks, and here was called Phoenicians. But this little island over here, which is, let me see, this little sea island over here, where you can see Kafthorim, right? And then let me click it away too. Let me see another one. Can I get another one? this one maybe? Yeah, which is here. It's spelled a little bit different, but that's what they do. They you know, they're not really consistent. You know, but you penis heads. But anyway, this one in the orange that you see here, the letters. These are the other sons, which is spelled different again here. Spelled different again here, but yeah. The orange thing is the descendants of Cush. Sorry, of Mizraim. Cush is green here. Here, that's what you see. Havila, Dedan here. Here's Sheba, Seba, Sheba and Seba. Those two. And Nimrod also is also one of Cush. But anyway, enough of this one. Right, let me see something. What am I missing? Basically, if you look up the map here, wait, let me see if I got a map. I think I do. Let me see something here. I think it's here. Yeah. So if you look this one up, and then you will see this country over here, Kriti, which is Kreets. Yeah. Do I see a name? I don't see a name. Why don't they put a name? But this is it. And Paul, he went to all these places over here. Wait, let me get that. Wait. Where's the... Right, so Paul, he went here. And then the second journey, he went here all the way. So he had a lot to do. And then the third one, I think, yeah, the third journey, he went all over these places again. And then I think when he went to Rome, which is the fourth journey, he stopped here by Crete, which is where the Hamites were. But Israelites were there also, just like how you have Israelites now in Europe. You have them in America, you have them in China, you have them in Japan. You know, just type in Google black living in Japan, making babies and stuff like that with these people. So they are planning to stay there for eternity, most likely, because, you know, they're very happy there. And yeah, of course the racism is thick there also, but it's different. It's a different type of racism, but ain't different compared to America. But they still hate you. You know, they will make fun of your kids. Those kids will make fun of your kids. Anyway, it's self-explanatory. But yeah, so those are those. So they're different people. Right, so let me go back over here. Okay, so now the Judites got this land until this day. And the time that David dwelt in the country of the Philistine was a full year and 4 months. And David, let me see, what is this? Oh. And David and his men went up and invaded the Geshurites. Wow. And the Geshurites and the Amalekites. For those nations were of old the inhabitants of the land. As thou goest to Shur, even unto the land of Egypt. So clearly, it's not talking about this one, which is here. You have Geshur and Geshur here, which is the land of Geshur, and the land of Macha, which comes from the Machaites in Genesis 22. You can see it. And here, going here is where where it's talking about actually what I just read. Yeah. Here, no, here, right, here. Here is where it's talking about that I just read, going into Egypt. As you can see here. Wait, where did I put it then? No. Did I put it here then? Oh yeah, I did. It's here. Right, which goes into Egypt. This is the brook of Egypt. Or at least they say that it is. I would think so too. You know. Here, the brook of Egypt, which is a river going into Shur. And also, yeah, so let me get that because I already forgot that one. Right, so it is also called, wait, sorry, let me get it first. Here is Shur, which is here is the brook of Egypt, going into Egypt, of course, going into here. And then you start having them Egyptian places. You have a Sukkoth in Israel also. So you have a Sukkoth there, and you have and of course next to that Sukkoth is Pithom. But you have a Sukkoth also in Israel. So when you read the scriptures, you might get it wrong or twisted actually, and then you need to remind yourself like, oh, there's another one over there, which is here somewhere. And let me see something. It's gonna be then therefore here, somewhere here, Sukkoth, yeah, here, near, near. Well, this is Gilgal, where Joshua stayed because we took over Jericho, and then here is Sukkoth, where you got Gad there, and Gilead. Manasseh was there too. Here was Manasseh. Well, later on, first the Hamites were there, but and here the giants were here first, and then Ammon, and then us. Okay, so enough of this. Let me get it away. But here is Ziklag, and until this day we own it. Well, not now. I mean, you know, that's what it said in the scriptures. But we're gonna own it. We're gonna own all of this. But yeah. Anyway, so this is the deserts of Shur, and this is the way of Shur, right? So let me see. Going on. But did I miss something here? No. Right. So going on over here again. Right. And when David came to Ziklag, he sent of the what? Oh, what am I reading right now? Sorry. Actually, did I read two things? Yeah, I did. Sorry. No, it says here First Samuel chapter 20, 1 Samuel chapter 27 verse. Yeah, the rest of it. Thou goest to Shur, even unto the land of Egypt. And David smote the land, and left neither man or woman alive. So what did he do? He killed all the Geshurites and the Geshurites, which are Hamites too, and the Amalekites, which are the Caucasus people, the Edomites. They call themselves Israeli now. Now, if you read this, you would notice that it's actually down there where I just showed you, but the other one is up there, which is here, right? So it's actually two Geshurites. Because if you, like I said, if you read it, you'd be like, huh? What? That makes no sense. Yes, it does. But if you read the English, it doesn't. But yeah. But anyway, and even in the Hebrew, you kind of get twisted up too because, yeah, but because it's the same word, but they do kind of explain it to you. But if you go to the locations and stuff like that with the map, because it says here, Deuteronomy chapter 3, verse 14. Jair, the son of Manasseh, took all the country of Argob unto the coasts of Geshuri and Machaiti, which is what I just showed actually over there. Geshuri, and he took all the coast of there, which is Bashan. He took all this, right? So because here Machan and Geshur and stuff like that, and this thing is spelled with a CH in the scriptures. This word, Kinerath is actually Kinerath with the CH. They spelled it different here, and here is Apek, right? But yeah, going on in Bashan, and then he called it Havoth Jair, which means I think land of Jair or something like that. In the land of Aram, he took it there. So and then he stopped at the border, and then take it over their border, because if you read the scriptures, you will see that later on. Well, let me read it for you. Let me see something. Let me see here. Right. No, I don't want to put that there. So it says Joshua chapter. Wait, let me finish this. Deuteronomy 3:14. Jair, the son of Manasseh, took all the country of Argob, which I just showed here. He took all this in Bashan. unto the coasts of Geshuri and Machaiti, and called them after his own name, Bashan Havoth Jair, unto this day. I forgot what it means. But you can look it up if you have the time for yourself. You can look it up for yourself if you have the time. You can look it up in the Hebrew. Now Joshua chapter 12 verse 5, and reigned in Mount Hermon and in Salca, which is here, but they spelled it different again, so you might get confused. And also in the scriptures, you will see a lot of names get weirdly misspelled, like different, and it can confuse you. So it will take you a lot of time to look up stuff. For example, let me give you an example. Numbers chapter 13 verse 16, no, 8. Of the tribe of Ephraim, Hosea the son of Nun, but his name is actually Hosea. It's because if you click on it, it will say, but they spelled it different. What was that again? Okay, 13. Yeah, 13. Yeah, Numbers 13 and 8. Numbers 13, 8. If you look up this word, Hebrew 19:5-4, it actually says Hosea. But it says Hawashai, which is Hosea. But they spell it Ozio. See what they do? They say or Hosea or Shea or Oshea. So they're playing around, irritatingly like. But Joshua in the English, then see they do another one again. But anyway, if you go to verse 16, these are the names of the men which Moses sent to spy out the land. And Moses called Oshea, the son of Nun, Yehoshua, which is Joshua. So instead of that name, he gave him his name. So instead of Hawashai, instead of Hawashai, he gave him the name Yahawashai. That's literally what it says right here. Yahawashai. Sorry. I know. Again, I can't believe that I actually made that mistake, but I know it. I looked it up a few fucking minutes ago. I think it was yesterday, not a few minutes ago. Sorry. I looked it up yesterday. It doesn't say Yahushai. It says Yahushai. It says it's like this. Yahushai is spelled like this. Yahushai, right? And if you literally read what it says this, Yahushai. So it says here, Yahushai. But with the Hebrew, you shut it off at the end. Yahushai. In the Dutch, they would say Yahushai. If you write it like this and you speak and pronounce it in the Dutch, it would say Yahushai. But in the English, pardon. But in the English, it would say Yahushai. Sorry. But in the English, it would say Yahushai or Yahushai. I don't know what they would say, something like that. But yeah, this would, if this was Dutch and you read it, it would say Yahushai. Yeah, but actually it says this, Yahushai. Oh shit. Yep. It actually says this, Yahushai. That's what it says here. Yahushai. That's what it says. But then you would do this. Yahushai. But this is, if you say Dutch, then it would be Yahushai. Shawai, right here. Okay, good enough. Now, so that he changed his name to that. And in the English, that is Joshua. Yahushai. Joshua is that. In the English. So, if you go to the book of First Chronicles chapter 2, oh boy, you're gonna have a very bad time. You're gonna have a very bad time. You know, if you read the book of Chronicles, you're gonna get butchered, mangled, even, because the some of them names just change in the next sentence or three sentences downward. It's the same person, but the name changes. I'm like, what? Why are they doing this? Eh? Okay, this is crazy stuff, but Lord willing, you're gonna get through it when you read it. But I'll tell you that it's confusing, and Lord willing, I'm gonna get to it in the future. Lord willing, of course, if Lord willing. So yeah, so you okay? So now that you know that those are the oh, right, let me get this scripture. 2 Samuel chapter 15 verse 8. For thy servant vowed a vow while I abode in Geshur in Syria, saying, if the Lord shall bring me again indeed to Jerusalem, then will I serve Yahweh. So who was chilling in Geshur? Absalom. Absalom was there. I think he was there for 3 years. And then Joab went to go get him later. Let me see something. Wait, it's supposed to be here then. Okay, let me read this. Joshua, okay, he went and reigned in Mount Hermon and in Salcah and in all Bashan unto the border of the Girgashites and the Machites and half Gilead, the border of Sihon king of Bashan, which we killed, which was on this side. We killed them here. The former territory of Og, which is here, killed them, and then he was chilling here in Geshur, in Geshur. And I'm gonna read that. See that they're called Geshurites also, and it's spelled exactly the same. So this Geshurites is not to be confused with First Samuel. With this Geshurites, because it's spelled the same, right? Only because of the region, the area, then you would know, oh, this is talking about Aram, in Aram. Oh yeah, and speaking of that, because it says here, for thy servant vowed a vow while I abode at Geshur in Syria. Now, if you look up another translation, I looked up the Hebrew also, by the way, because it says it right there. Let me get the Hebrew. 2 Samuel 15 and 8, which I just read. He was chilling at Geshur in Syria, and if you click on the word Hebrew 758, which H stands for Hebrew, then it says Aram, right? So you can check that also in another translation. While your servant was living at Geshur in Aram. That's it. That's all I wanted. You know, I worship in what? Came back to Jerusalem. It didn't even say that. Maybe the next verse. That's why I don't really play around. Well, anyway. Now it says here. Oh, right. So it says here, Joshua chapter 13, verse. No, I'll get to that later. Let me finish this. So these were the Geshurites, and yeah, who was that again? It was. Let me see something. Anyway, you had Absalom chilling there. No, not chilling. Actually, he was there so because he had a fight with his father, a warlike fight, you know. So he was there also. Let me see. Joab. Yeah, second Samuels. Did I get it? Did I put it here? No, it's not here. Okay, sorry. I thought I did it, but probably most likely didn't, because I can see that I didn't do it. 2 Samuel 14 and 23. So Joab arose and went to Geshur and brought Absalom to Jerusalem. You see? So Absalom was there. So he had friendly relations with the Geshurites from Aram. But we didn't have friendly relationships with the Geshurites from Philistine, because it says here, let me get the whole chapter. Joshua chapter 13, verse 1. Now Joshua was old and stricken in years, and the Lord said unto him, Thou art old and stricken in years, and there remaineth yet very much land to be possessed, meaning go kill them. This is the land that yet remaineth, all the borders of the Philistines, and all Geshuri, which is the same word that is Geshur, because it's the same word as the ones in Aram, the land of Aram. From Sehor, which is before Egypt, even unto the borders of Ekron northward. So that is that land still remaineth, and until this day. Well, yeah, until later on in the future. I mean, in the time of the Israelites, they still didn't conquer this place. Here's Ekron, and then down there is Sehor. And if you check out this thing, let me see something here. Wait. They say that Sehor is the brook of Egypt. That's what they say, right? And it's plausible, because I had it on the other picture too, where I showed it, and then I guessed it, and I think I was right. Because it looks like it's going to Egypt, because it says the brook before Egypt, and in one of these scriptures I saw it. I did it a few days ago, I think, right? And then yeah, I said it was this one here in the middle, and it was correct, right? Because yeah, the layout, it goes to Egypt, and it's before Egypt, so that must be it then. It's nothing else. There's nothing else there. And the Machites, because the Geshurites and the Machites are in one place. Have Gilead, which is up there, so that's why I know that it's talking about this, because the Manassites were there, which is in Gilead. Wow, pardon. Mm-hmm. Joshua chapter. Yeah. So yeah, which is counted to the Canaanites, which I just showed you, the Philistia here. No, it's here then. Then it's here then. Here, from Ekron until that brook, water thing that you saw. This is the land that yet remained. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so I don't have to read the rest. Let me click that away. And then you have Joshua 11. Okay, it's Gilead and the border of the Girgashites and the Machites, on all Mount Hermon, which is here. Let me see. Mount Hermon is here. So all that's under Mount Hermon, which is the place of Manasseh east and Manasseh west. All this here. Right, let me see. I need to read this. And then here you have the one that I just read, which is 1 Samuel chapter 27, verse 8, where King David went and he killed the Geshurites and the Geshurites, which are Hamites also, and the Amalekites. He killed them in the land and left none of them alive, and then later on they still went to there again, because it shows you that right here, the book of Joshua 13, no, First Chronicles chapter 2 verse 23. And he took Geshur and Aram with the towns of Jair from them, and with Kenath and the towns thereof, even 60 cities, which is 60. All these belonged to the sons of Machir, the father of Gilead. Right, so they took that because that's in that region over there. And then you had this one now. Okay. I have it somewhere here, man. Sorry, wait. Okay, so now I typed in the word Geshur, and the other one was Geshuri. Geshuri comes for 6 times in the Bible, and Geshur comes for 14 times in the Bible. Now, if you read all these verses, you will see that here King David invaded the Geshurites, which were the people of Canaan, because they was in Philistia. That's what the Lord appointed. No, he told Joshua in the book of Joshua 13 that these places are still not conquered. And a few other places, of course, but yeah. And the Heavenly Father did that on purpose, by the way, because he wanted to test Israel to see if the Israelites would follow after their gods, and they did. So it was a good bet. Yeah, see, Absalom fled to Geshur. That's what I was looking for. Absalom is fled and went to Geshur. He went to go hang around there and chill with them, because we had friendly relationships with the people of there, Geshur in Syria. We had friendly relations with them, and took okay. Oh yeah, we also married into them, because David actually had a wife of there. Let me see something. Wow, this is unorganized as usual. Let me see. What am I looking for? This. Yeah, David Morpho's over there, and David married. He took one of the wives of them, so we had relations with them. Yeah, we had relations with them. But anyway, so yeah, basically, so that's it. I think I'm done actually. It didn't go actually as good as I thought it would, because I planned it, but I should have just went with the flow, because I planned it, but it didn't go as planned. Yeah, but anyway, the Geshurites are not the Geshurites. Yeah, if that makes sense. It does make sense. The Geshurites are not the Geshurites, and the Geshuri are not the Geshuri. But the Geshuri are the Geshurites, and the Geshurites are the Geshurites. Geshur are the Geshurites. Yeah, kind of confusing. But yeah, the point is that one are the Hamites, which we had bad relations with, and the other one are the people of Aram, which we had better relationships with, because that we, they're kind of our people, almost not our people, but yeah, Laban and Rebecca, they are from that region over there. We used to go get wives over there back in the days, so yeah. And we gave them their own, we kept their own border. We didn't take over them. We did rule over them. Yeah, because I made a video here before, and then I said that we killed them. Those are not the Aramites. Those were Hamites. But I think I made a mistake. I don't remember, but I think I made a mistake. So I think I did. I think I said that we killed them. Yeah, but the Geshurites that we killed, those were Hamites. It's like I just read it here, right? So if I made a mistake there, sorry. I'm making it good now. I hope that the same person that watched that video sees this video, and then it would be made good, but I don't know which video it is anymore. So, because I have a lot of videos, I really don't know. I really don't know. But yeah, yeah. So with that, I think I'm done. Yeah, just to close it off. Let me see how it is. Just to wow, new record. Just to close it, I could have been faster. Just to close it off, the Geshurites in here are Hamites, and the Geshurites where we was chilling at sometimes and stuff like that are the Aram. Well, not Aram, but they are in the land of Aram, which is Syria. Arameans, is what they call it in the English. But yeah, and that language is what we spoke also. So we had friendly relations with them because it shows you here. Laban called it, so Genesis chapter 31 verse 47, and Laban called it Jagar Sahadutha, but Jacob called it Galeed. And Laban said, this heap, for Genesis 31:48, next verse, and Laban said, this heap is a witness between me and thee this day. Therefore was the name of it called Galeed. But it was another thing that he also called another word. Okay, that I just read that, and there was another thing also. But yeah, basically because he was what? Laban was from where? Laban was from where? He was from Syria. So he spoke that language, and we did too. We understood them. Because, yeah, our forefather came from there. Abraham, he came from that region. It says that my father was a Syrian ready to perish. You can associate Jacob also for this. Yeah, you can, but it's actually talking about Abraham. Right. So, but you can associate Jacob with it because, yeah, it fits him also, but it's talking about Abraham because I did a video and then it shows you like, oh yeah, it was him. Right. So, yeah, my father, the Syrian, which is Abraham. Well, let me read it. Deuteronomy 26:5. And thou shalt speak and say before Yahweh thy power, a Syrian ready to perish was my father, which is Abraham. And he went down into Egypt and sojourned there with a few, and became there a nation, great, mighty, and populous. That's why I say you could put Jacob there too, because Jacob did go to Egypt and became big there, but it's talking about him, our forefather. He's the one. Now, this is Genesis chapter 25, verse 20. And Isaac was 40 years old when he took Rebekah to wife, the daughter of Bethuel the Syrian of Padan Aram, the sister to Laban the Syrian. So Laban is our uncle, and our uncle is a Syrian. That because our mother is a Syrian, and Abraham also. But Abraham was later cut off from his family by the Heavenly Father, and then the bloodline went through Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, and not, for example, through Terah, which is his father, or Haran. But Haran, we still had dealings with him later, no, not later on, in the beginning, because later on we fought against Ammon and Moab, which is the children of Lot, which is Abraham's nephew. But then again, Ishmael is Abraham's son, and we also fought against the Ishmaelites. So it don't matter if you're family or not. So we still butcher you, and they still butchered us. And they still enslaved us. But we gonna get them back in the end. And that goes for Moab and Ammon too. And we're gonna get you. Yeah, so with that, I'm gonna say Shalom. Wait, let me see something here. Oh yeah, got this. Also, you see here the word Geshurites, right? Now the Geshurites were also in our armies. Here, for example, 2 Samuel chapter 20, verse 7. And they went out after him, Joab's men, and the Geshurites, and the Pelethites, and all the mighty men, and they went out of Jerusalem to pursue after Sheba the son of Bichri. So we had them in our army, just like you have the American army right now. You have different nations that they fought against, like they fought against Japanese, they fought against the Vietnamese, they fought against let me see, the French. They fought against the French. I think the German, yeah, the German. They fought against the Germans, and hey, did America fight Napoleon? By the way, they did, right? Oh, they did attempted. Okay, but eventually became embroiled in the European conflict. Basically, you have a lot of people in Europe that that are now in the military in America. So they were enemies at one point in time, have a fight or whatever, and now they are joined together with them. Yeah, oh yeah, America was fighting against Britain. Yeah, should have thought about that one. But you have people of England living in America that are in the American army right now, and you have Chinese people in American country. No, sorry, in the American army. You have Japanese people in the American army. You have them there, even though they was fighting against them a few decades ago. You still have them there. You have people of Japan in the Japanese army. Serving for America. So that's the same way we had Hamites that we later was gonna fight, and later we fought them too in our armies. We had that, you know. And here you can see it in the future. This is a future prophecy, Zevon, because if you check out these scriptures that I just put up on the screen, you will see that the Geshurites, they was amongst us, and they was building things for King David also. It's somewhere. Was over the Geshurites, and the sons of David were chief about the king. Well, if I'm correct, it shows you here that we had dominion over them, authority over them. We was over them. But anyway, enough of this. But the point is here, what I make. Zephaniah 2 and 5. Woe unto the inhabitants of the sea coast, the nation of the Geshurites. The word of Yahweh is against you, O Canaan. These are Canaanites. The land of the Philistines. I will even destroy thee, that there shall be no inhabitant. So the Lord is going to destroy them. We destroyed them often, but this is a future prophecy. So they're gonna get theirs. You gonna get yours. They was laughing when we fell. So once you fall by us, we gonna laugh too, and then you never gonna get back. No get back crew. Cause after that, everybody gonna be at peace. After we whoop your asses for 1,000 years, actually, it's gonna be fun. Seen a lot of women among these people. Oh, maybe we can't touch them. Oh no, they're Philistines, so they're good. Yeah, but these are Canaans. But yeah, you had the Philistines, which were Mizraim, in the midst. Sorry, let me say it different. You had Canaanites in the midst of Philistines, yes, and you had Philistines in the midst of Canaanites, yes. So right, and the Most High didn't want us to hang around these people because they're filthy. They do filthy stuff. Even though you have a few beautiful women among them, yeah, you shouldn't be down with that. Well, not now. I'm not playing around. So yeah, Philistines. You have a lot of beautiful women among them too. So not a big it's not a big problem, trouble. But yeah, I would just be very careful with overall with every female in existence. Whether it be Israelite or heathenistic females, and just be careful. They don't play around. And Lebanon nowadays is called Byblos. Lebanon is called Byblos, and I think they were there. These people, because I had a map here. Wait, uh, here, here. The because you have Tyre and Zidon, which is here. No, here then. Here. Tyre and Zidon, which would be the end of the land of Asher, because when we took it over, we butchered them. We butchered them. But actually, in the book of Judges, it says that they were in the midst of us. Geshurites. Wait. Ephraim. Did not move the. Yeah, this one. Judges chapter 1 verse 29. I don't even know why I didn't put it here, because I was supposed to go over it. Why didn't I? Did I lose it? Maybe I clicked it away or something. Yeah, wait, sorry. Because of course I was looking up this, yeah, but here. But yeah, here you have the well, this is Gezer, right, from the Geshurites. So Gezer, when I said that they're Hamites, this one I showed, but this one I didn't. But it's here. Sorry, here. Judges 129. Neither did Ephraim drive out the Canaanites that dwelled in Gezer, but the Canaanites dwelled in Gezer among them. So these are Hamites too, Canaanites, to be specific, which tribe they're from, which brother they're from, actually, I would say. So yeah, see something. Yeah, I think that's it. Oh yeah. So we're gonna butcher them later on. These Hamites, these Canaanites, because they did a lot of foul stuff against us. So did every nation upon the planet Earth. But certain nations upon the planet Earth, the day that bless thee, they shall be blessed, which are the Kenites. The Kenites mentioned in the scriptures, which are different from the Kezanites. Wait, sorry. Genesis 15 and 19, the Kenites and the Kenizzites. These are two different nations, and these are Hamites, because, well, I'm gonna do a video about this later on, Lord willing. And yeah, so they're not really mentioned in the scriptures, but yeah, I'm gonna do a video about that, Lord willing. So with that, I still took long. Oh no, shit, that's not what I wanted. Okay, this video is done then. Okay, sorry about that. This is what I was looking for. Yeah, I still did too long, but anyway. It was supposed to be a world record. So with that, I'm going to say shalom.